Hello, students. Just before I go for a little walk with Bella here, I'm standing at my front door. I wanted to take a moment just to wish you all a good day and to remind you that you are on the right path. Now, I know that for many of you, it's going to be hard because you go, whether it's to school, whether it's to work, you're leaving the house and you're walking off into this vegan phobic world that we have right now. A world full of speciesism and a world full of sadness for those of us who are vegan and know what goes on with the animals every day. But I want you to remember that you are not alone. Now, I know the kind of things that you're going to face because I face them too. When I was working in the school system, I would go into the staff room and people would carelessly talk about the kinds of foods they were eating. But I knew that these were not foods, that these were animals who suffered and who begged for their lives before they were murdered. But so many people are completely oblivious to what goes on because our society is so influenced by the meat, dairy, and egg industries that many of the people that are in your life have seen commercials just about promoting things like McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken, places like that, and just nobody thinks anything about the animals. Just yesterday, I was doing a video about some guy named James Charles who has over 20 million followers. And this morning popped up on my feed showing him cooking a turkey for Thanksgiving, which is a few months ago. But the point is that he's saying, oh, all of my followers, you guys really love it when I cook, 'cause I'm such a bad cook. So, hey, let's all just laugh while I cook this turkey. And you can see, this is a guy who wears makeup, has fake nails, and just talks about fashion all the time. And he's just doing that type of thing for clout, to get an audience, to sell his merchandise. But does he really understand what happens to the animals? Should we be angry with these people and think to ourselves, okay, these people are just terrible humans who really just are absolutely cruel to the bone? Or should we give them sometimes a break because they just might not have seen the footage that we have seen, and they might just really not know at all what goes on? So it's always a tough one, but education is the key. At the beginning, it's always important to be patient with people and just say to them, let's say the person beside you is eating a bologna sandwich and you're a child in school. You could just mention to the person, did you know that bologna comes from killing a 6-month-old pig? Did you know that? And sometimes when you tell them, they might not have any idea. They just don't even clue into it at all. I'll give you another example of something that I recently came across that made me realize how disconnected I used to be. Now, when I was younger, all the Rocky movies came out. Maybe you guys are younger and you don't remember, but Rocky was this guy who came from a poor background, and he worked his way up through boxing and became a great boxer. And the movie is supposed to be an uplifting movie about discipline and everyday work ethics to get stronger at whatever you're doing. But recently, I just saw a quick a blurb of a new movie or an old one. I'm not sure. It just flashed on my screen somehow. I don't know what it was, but it was basically showing him being super tough and practicing his skill and pounding the flesh of dead animals hanging in a meat freezer. So these were carcasses of animals hanging upside down who had the blood drained out of them. And he would go in there to practice boxing. Now, as a vegan, seeing that now, it was just so shocking. But when I was younger, in my teenage years, and would watch those clips, I just don't remember connecting. I didn't think anything of it. So the people in our lives might be that disconnected. And even as disconnected as you were just recently before you discovered this channel and before you started educating yourself by watching the important documentaries. And now is when I'm going to mention a few of them for anybody who is brand new here and might not know. So some of them are called Dominion, and you can go to watchdominion.com to see that. And pause this video and go back and watch all the ones that I'm mentioning. Another one is Earthlings. These are undercover footage videos which show what goes on exactly in these industries, what you're paying for before these animals end up on your plate. And another one is called Cowspiracy. Another one is Seaspiracy. Another one is Forks Over Knives. There's another one called don'twatch.org. And if you want to know about health, you go to the Game Changers, which shows you all kinds of vegans in the Olympics and that sort of thing. If you want to know more about health with regard to how the pharmaceutical industries have a sneaky way of sneaking into things, into doctors' offices, and what's really going on, you can watch What the Health. So those are just a few to begin with. And as you go through your day, just remember that people are really in different stages of development when it comes to the vegan path. Some of them are completely clued out, have just no idea, been lied to, and honestly think crazy things like that brown milk, chocolate milk, comes from a brown cow. Like, some people think that. I know it seems crazy, but that's what some people think. And this guy, James Charles, on his video, he was at one point cracking an egg, and he honestly thought that the brown eggs were somehow healthier or better than other eggs. He just really didn't know that it all comes from this cycle of violence of taking these baby male chicks and grinding them up at birth, and that the females get to live and become slaves in this industry. And he just really had no clue about anything. Now, I think he's only 22 years old, but he has 20 million followers. And when he's there on camera making fun of stuffing a turkey, and, you know, oh, I'm stuffing this turkey with these things, and ew, but does he really get it? I don't think so. I don't think he's clued in. He's so detached because the people that are filming him and they're joking with him, they're all part of this whole, group of people who are just not connected. So we have to be firm with people in a way. We have to teach them, but we also need to have a bit of compassion at the beginning. Now, the reason that so many people are angry with me is because they're all at different levels. So if they're watching me for the first time and I'm giving them shit and I'm saying, you're evil, you're cruel, you're a terrible person because you're eating these animals, they're sometimes shocked and taken aback. Like, who is she to tell me this stuff? Like, she doesn't even know me. And what is she calling me evil for? But see, sometimes my message is really meant at those who truly are evil, those who have watched the documentaries and who know what's going on and they don't change, or people who are truly selfish and lack compassion, or somewhere in between where there's people who want to change, but they lack the bravery, the courage, because they think about their family and their friends and they think, I don't want to be different. But it's absolutely necessary to be different. When you're stuck in society, you don't grow as a person, and you will not evolve, and you will not be able to contribute to the society the skills that you have, that the animals need and that humanity needs. So to sum up, as you go through your day and you're suffering from dystopia, the anguish of being vegan in a non-vegan world, I want you to remember me, that I'm here, and I totally understand what you're going through. I want you to picture me beside you saying, I get it. I know why you're sad. I know why you're sad walking into this restaurant and seeing dead bodies on everyone's plate. And I know how it makes you feel to see the dead lamb there, and the dead cow, and the dead pig, the dead turkey, all of it. I totally get it. And every time you see a glass of cow's milk or someone putting milk in coffee, even if it's at church or wherever you are, I know what you're going through. I know that you know the cycle of violence that product went through, the animal went through to make that. Animals suffer terribly in the dairy industry. You and I know it, but some people are just clued out because the dairy, the meat, and the egg industries are so powerful, and they put these fancy videos up and commercials with music, and they try to lure you in to make you buy their product. But us vegans are here truly for the right reason, because the only thing we're selling you is love and compassion, and to remind you what it would be like if you were the victim, to try to put yourself in their place. So Thanks for listening. I hope you all have a great day, and I'm with you, okay? And for those of you who are new here, please, I offer you to subscribe if you think that this channel has value, and press the notification bell so you can be here every time a new post goes up. You'll know that I've posted something. I'm going to be doing pep talks from now on, as well as all kinds of other stuff that I've been doing in the past. Well, I've done pep talks in the past too, but all kinds of variety. Just so that at some point I can click with you. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You got to get it into your head that it's the right thing to do, that it makes sense for health, for the animals, and for the environment. But you also really have to get it into your heart. And you're at the right place to start. So thanks for being here. And coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. So click on those. Be curious. Follow my channel. And I'll see you all soon. Okay? I'm just going to wait here while they pop up on screen. Here I go. I'm going to be stuck in the middle, okay? So there's going to be one over here. There's going to be one just over there. Let me switch hands with my big stick here that I'm holding. There's going to be one there and one there. Click on whichever one interests you. And I'll see you all soon, okay? I love you guys. Bye.